Ladies and gentlemen, Forbes Middle East welcomes you to Retail Rebooted, where industry leaders have come together under one roof to discuss how the landscape of retail is rapidly changing. The retail industry leaders for 2019 will be introduced as we reveal the top 20 retailers of the Middle East. Retail X.0, how to deliver an optimal omni-channel experience. Mr. Adil Sajjan, Mr. Jem Tariq Yuxil, Mr. Ahmed A.R. bin Dawood, Mr. Miroslav Kavijiev, Mr. Mohammed Dedi,
we know that broadly speaking it is the blurring of channels, but what does that mean for you in your business in the region?
The Omni-Channel is the main component of having, you can connect the online with the offline. So how we do it basically in bin Dawood Group is that we have two different teams. So the know-how and delivering groceries on the online platform requires different set of skills and understanding, of course. How you are going to approach your customers, how you are going to address their needs, and then of course how you are going to do the picking and packing of their items, and of course the end mile. So for us, we see it in a way that both teams, the online and offline, they need to work together. They need to understand. The offline team, they need to understand what is happening with the online team, what sort of challenges they are facing, and vice versa, of course. And they must not work in silos. So they need to work together, they need to understand each other in order to achieve better customer experience.
From your perspective, so this is very interesting, very nicely put. Anything, anywhere, anytime. Technology is a key enabler, right? So talk to us about like how the back end gets enabled for these retailers and why that's so important.
Where Honeywell comes in is actually we make the fulfillment happen. So it doesn't matter which channel it is. Where we come in is providing the seamless technology for the fulfillment. And this is not just a matter of fulfillment. This is a matter of using common platforms of software and hardware from the moment when whether it is the FMCG producer or it is the retailer, the e-commerce company, places the order all the way until you, the people that are sitting in this room, get your product.
How are you capturing that portion of the journey and integrating it into the store, or in some cases not integrating it into the store, right, and still getting a sale?
So we have a loyalty program called Ahlan, which means welcome. And the primary focus of that loyalty program is to get that kind of data and to use that data, it's something useful. So if somebody, is on our app, is online and is logged into our account and searches for a bathroom or for a garden, and then or comes into our store and then purchases something, immediately our systems can guide us about, okay, look, this is what the customer is looking for. So if he buys bathroom tiles, I know he needs to buy a jacuzzi maybe 2 months later. So immediately we have a program fed in where we send an SMS or a message through our app saying that, hey, we have a special offer for you to buy a relatable product. So that's the connection we make with this kind of information.
How do you organize, or what advice do you have for our audience here on how they can think about operating in this environment? What's required to succeed from a company perspective?
First thing, from the retailer's point of view, there are no retailers anymore. They are tech companies, or they should be tech companies in the omnichannel world. This is not my word, meanwhile. This is something I learned from a Chinese retailer. China starts to be more and more the new retail world. Therefore, when I talk with those guys, they say, no, we are not retailer, we are tech companies. So that's why that was a learning for me, thinking about the paradigms. Because you need to change your paradigm first to be in that kind of a world. It's same with the brands, from our perspective as the manufacturer or the suppliers of the brands. Brand needs to be defined as a digital and physical brand at the same time. Because sometimes you talk about the brands main on the online or sometimes offline, but it is not the case because we are talking about the seamless shopper experience. In this case, the brand should be available with all assets in the both platforms. That's why when we talk about marketing of the brands, for our way of working, we changed our marketing assets to be the omni-channel assets. Therefore, it's not totally different offline and online stuff, but creating that seamless shopper experience is the most important thing. Therefore, we created all this stuff together.